So I folks will be starting with a live solve of quant section for CAT 2024 paper. There are two, three things we'll keep in mind. Firstly, we want to use as little space as possible, which is why we are going to be working on the response sheet. Secondly, let's try and see how much can we achieve in just 25 minutes. So you get 40 minutes in the actual exam per section, but we'll be only using 25 minutes here. And let's see how much can we achieve. I have not seen these questions, so do try and keep up with my thought process on how I'm selecting the questions, how I'm immediately solving questions, or keeping it in reserve for later on. So I'll be starting my timer. Let's see how well we do. Three, two, one, let's go. 25 minutes. Let's see how much we can score. Go. Okay, immediately, first question. I can see 300 liters written here, 72% milk. This is seems like a question on mixtures. I don't want to deal with this right now. The question statement is a bit heavy. There's a lot of data iterations. I'll skip this for now. Second question, a beautiful one-liner. Not much to do. LHS is a square expansion. RHS is the value given of it. A and B are natural numbers. Obviously, when you are given the constraints, it makes the question that much more easier. I think I'm gonna attempt this right here, right now. So if I open the LHS, I'll get a square plus 3b square plus 2ab under root 3 is equal to 52 plus 30 under root 3. Now, because a and b are natural numbers, this will also be a natural number. So this should correspond to this, and 2ab under root 3 should correspond to this, which means 2ab is equal to 30 or ab is equal to 15. Now I can go forward and try to find the actual values of a and b, but do I need to? Because they are asking me for the value of a plus b. I don't need to know what a is or what b is. So a into b is equal to 15, and a and b are natural numbers, which means a into b can be written as either 1 into 15 or 3 into 5. This option will not work because if either one of them, A or B, is equal to 15, then this expression, A square plus 3B square, will be greater than 225, or in turn will be greater than 52. So the only possible allowed case is 3 into 5. This we can live with. We don't need to find the actual values of A and B because we need to find A plus B, which is 3 plus 5 equal to 8. Done. Let's move forward. Okay, question 3. It's a heavy statement. Average of three distinct real numbers 28. Smallest is increased, largest is reduced, order remains unchanged, new arithmetic mean. There's a lot of data here. I don't want to deal with this just right now. I'll move to the next question. Question 4, number of all positive integers up to 500 with non-repeating digits is. This is a small one-liner. I understand the question. I know how to do this. I can either let it be and make sure I come back to this because it's an easy solve, or might as well just solve it right now. I'm going to do the latter one. I have some time right now. So three cases, positive integers up to 500. So you need to be lesser than 500. So you'll have either one digit, two digit, or three digit number. For one digit number, because they're asking for positive integers, zero is not allowed. So the only choices that I have is 1 to 9. That is 9 choices here. For our two digit number, in the tens place, I'll have 9 options from 1 to 9. In the unit digit, I will have the remaining 8 choices, which I get by subtracting 1 from the 9 choices that I had for the tens digit, plus a 0 is also allowed in the unit digit. So I will have 8 plus 1, that is 9 choices again. So 9 into 9, 81 choices I'm getting for a two-digit number. Now, this is where they want to trick you into making a mistake. For a three-digit number, you might be tempted to put 9 here. But remember that your number needs to be less than 500, which means the only 4 options that you have is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you'll have 4 options here. On the 10th place, you will have how many options? All the numbers from 0 to 9 are allowed in the tens place, apart from the one that you will have picked to be part of your 100th place, which means you will have 9 choices here and you will have 8 choices here. So this will give you 4 into 9 into 8 choices. That is 72 into 4. That is 288. So this sum will give you your answer. That is 90, 288, 370, 378 is your answer. Okay, moving ahead, Rajesh and Vimal, 20, 30 hectares of land, cultivating in ratios. There are two type of crops involved, mustard, wheat. Uh, okay, too much data for me at this point. I don't want to deal with this. Moving forward, Gopi marks a price on a product in order to make 20% profit. Ravi gets discount on this, saves rupees 15. Then the profit made by Gopi in selling the product to Ravi. Simple, straightforward question. I'm gonna attempt it right now. Let's say the price is X. So Gopi makes the price to be 1.2x because she accounted for 20% profit. Now Ravi gets a 10% discount on this mark price, which means the selling price to Ravi is 90% of 1.2x, which will be 1.08x. The difference here being 0.12x. This is given to me as 15. So I can get the value of x. X will be equal to 15 by 12 into 100. That is 5 by 4 into 100 or equal to 125. So the cost is 125. Then what is the profit made by Gopi by selling the product to Ravi? So the profit that Gopi is making is, this is her cost price, this is her selling price. So the profit is selling price minus cost price, that is 0.08x. X value I have 125. So I just need to find what is 0.08 into 125. That is going to be equal to 10. So 10 is your answer. We have three questions under our belt. Let's go. Midpoints of side AB, BC, AC is given. Okay, this is going to be a figure you must have seen many times. Then the medians drawn from ABC intersect the line segment. Now, obviously, this median will intersect these line segments at their midpoints. Maybe we can try this right now, but I will have to make the figure. I don't want to do that right now. I'll just mark this for my second round. Question 8, 10 to the power 68 is divided by 13. This is a simple, very common question on remainder theorem. Might be able to do it right now. The idea is, of course, to make a 1 as a remainder and then take that forward. So let's look at numbers of 10. 10 square will give me 100. And what's the remainder when you divide 100 by 13? So the remainder you get is 91. So 9 is the remainder you get. So the answer will be the remainder from 10 to the power 68 will be the same as remainder from 9 to the power 34. Now let's see again. 9 square is 81. And what's the remainder you get when you divide 81 by 13? You will get 13 into 6 will give you 78. So the remainder will be 3. So the answer will be in the line of 3 to the power half of this because we are squaring 9 to 18. So this will be 3 to the power 17. Now, this is what we need to deal with. This luckily can help me because if I write it like this, 3 into, actually 3 square into 3 to the power 15. And if I write 3 to the power 15 as 3 cube to the power 5. 3 cube is 27. When 27 is divided by 13, you will get 1 as your remainder. So this works for me. The remainder of this will be 1. So 1 into 9 will be my remainder. That is 9. So 9 is my answer. A train travels a certain distance, uniform speed. Speed increase, time decrease, speed decrease, time increase. They want me to find the distance. I think I'm going to attempt this right now. Let's say that the speed is s and time is t for the initial case. So s plus 6 into t minus 4 is equal to s into t, which is also equal to s minus 6 into t. Had the speed been 6 km less, yes, and the time needed would have been 6 hours more. So t plus 6. Okay, fair enough. So you have two variables, you need to find s into t. So let's first try and deal with these two. You'll get st plus 60 minus 4s minus 24 is equal to st. And if I write these two, I'll get st minus 60 plus 6s minus 36 is equal to st, which means these two should be able to give me the answer because ST cancelled. I will be left with two linear equations for two variables. I'll have 60 minus 4s is equal to 24 from first. Okay, I'm running out of space here. 24. This will in turn give me 3t minus 2s is equal to 12. The second equation will give me 6s minus 6t is equal to 36, or s minus t is equal to 6. So I can multiply this by 2. 2s minus 2t is equal to 12. And if I add these two now, I'll get t is equal to 24. And if I put t is equal to 24 in or s minus t is equal to 6, I'll get s is equal to 30. So your speed is 30 km per hour. Your time is 24 hours. So your answer will be s into t, that is 720. In hindsight, maybe I could have skipped this one. It seemed easy on the face of it, but there was a lot of data. In fact, the calculations were longer. Maybe I got slow. Anyways, let's move forward. Aman invest amount, certain rate of interest, compounded annually, ratio of the value of investment after 3 hours, 3 years to the value of investment, minimum number of years required for the value to exceed 20,000. Okay, fair enough. We know the formula for the value. Your initial principal is P into 1 plus your rate to the power number of periods. So this is compounded annually and we are dealing in years only. So I can write it directly. 3 years divided by the value P into 1 plus R% to the power 5 is going to be equal to 25 by 36. So P is actually not relevant for the first part. I'll get and this is 5 by 6. So I'll get 1 plus R% whole square is equal to 1.2 whole square. So R percentage is 20%. So now I just simply need to see that after what 4,000 into 1 plus 20% to the power n, that this becomes greater than 20,000. And if I divide, I'll get 1.2 to the power n needs to be greater than 5. So we can solve this. You can either try to take a log, or in fact, you can use a calculator and get your answer as 9. Okay, again, number of distinct real values of x satisfying the equation. Okay, I am sort of going to mark this and move forward because it's mod is involved. For any non-zero real fx plus 2 f1 by x. Again, this is f1 by x. I don't want to deal with this. Let's move forward. There's ample of questions left. Again, this is a geometry question, octagon. Seems easy enough. I'll mark this, move forward. Nothing different in this, but just again, I might will have to make the figure. So I don't want to try this right now. Question number 14, there's given a lot of numbers to us, and then the value of the product A, B, C, D, E, F. So I think it's simple. This is actually a straightforward question. A will be equal to log 4 by log 3. B will be equal to log 5 by log 4. And C will be log 6 by log 5, and so on. Your last F will be equal to log 9 by log 8. So when you multiply all of this, your all the numerators and denominators will get cancelled. Your final numerator, log 9, will remain, and your first denominator, log 3, will remain. So your answer will be log 9 by log 3, which is log 9 base 3, which is just equal to 2. So your answer will be 2. Sam can complete a job in 20 days. This is a time and work question. A lot of data to read. I don't want to do this. I only have 11 minutes left now. The number of distinct integer solutions of the equation x plus y plus mod x minus y is equal to 2 is. Okay, this you can do number of distinct integer solutions. You'll have to take cases x greater than y and y greater than x, and then x plus y less than 0, x minus y greater than 0. Instead, let's do this. Let's mark this and move forward. A circular plot of land is divided by a chord. Chord subtracts 120 degree. It's a comfortable angle. I think I can go for this. This is 120 degree. This length is 10 root 3. So the radius r, this angle will be 30 degree. So 2r cos 30 will be equal to 10 root 3. And cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So root 3r is equal to 10 root 3, or r is equal to 10. That is pretty much what we needed to find. Now we need to find the area of this. So this will be area of the overall sector minus of that of the triangle. So area of the sector will be 1/3 of pi r square, that is 100, minus area of the triangle. This will be half r into r, that is r square 100, into sine 120, which will be root 3 by 2. This will give you 25, and you will be left with, if you take 25 common, you will be left with 25 times 4 pi by 3 minus root 3. That's your first option. Okay, only 8.5 minutes left. For some constant real numbers p, k, and a, consider the following system of linear equations in x and y: px minus 4 by equal to 2, 3x plus ky equal to a. Systems to have no solution for x comma y. These are two lines. They must intersect. The only case in which they will not intersect is if they are parallel. So we want these lines to be parallel and also to not be coinciding. So let's first write the condition for being parallel. The slope for this line will be p by 4, and the slope for this line will be minus 3 by k. So you need these two to be equal. So p by 4 should be equal to minus 3 by k, or pk should be equal to minus 12, or pk plus 12 should be equal to 0. So this is what you want, and they are saying not equal to 0. So this will not work. This will not fly. The second condition will stem from the fact that I mentioned that, these should not be coinciding lines, which means that their intercept should be different. So the intercept of first line will be equal to 2 by 4. This should not be equal to a by minus k. This is 1 by 2. So minus k should not be equal to 2a, or 2a plus k should not be equal to 0. So that is your option number 2. Okay, options seem to be difficult. Although this is a long series, I might be able to get the answer, but I only have few minutes left until I meet the 25 benchmark. So maybe I'll skip over this for now. Okay, group of 250 students. They are girls. They have given the range of the girls. And then there is a swimming or running or both. This is going to be a tricky Venn diagram question. I don't want to deal with this right now. Sum of all distinct real values of x that satisfy the equations 10x plus y. This will become a quadratic. Let's go for that. Let's say that 10 raised to power x is equal to y. That x is equal to log y base 10. So x1 will be this, your x2 will be log y2 base 10. Now, what they want is the sum of x1 and x2, which will essentially be log of this plus this will be log y1, y2 to the base 10. So what I need to find is the product y1, y2. I think we can do that. y plus 4 by y is equal to 81 by 2, or 2y square plus 8 is equal to 81y, or 2y square minus 81y plus 8 is equal to 0. So y1 into y2 product will be c by a, that is 4. So our answer will be log 4 base 10, which is 2 log 2 base 10. So option number 2. After two successive increments, okay, successive increments, I would like to solve this. So let's say Gopal's initial was X. The percentage of salary increase in the second increment was twice that of the first. So this will be 1 plus R percent into, actually, I don't need to write it as R percent. Let's make it seem simpler. Let's write it 1 plus Y into 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2Y. Okay, my pencil is acting up. 1 plus 2Y. Okay, it's back. Is equal to 187.5% of X. So X into 187.5%. You need to find the value of Y. X will get cancelled out. This will essentially be 1 plus 3Y plus 2Y square is equal to 1 plus 87.5%. I can cancel out 1. I'll be left with 3y plus 2y square is equal to 87.5%. Now you can go and try to do this, or you can realize that 30 is out of the game because 3y, this will become 90, not allowed. If I put y is equal to 20, I'll get this to be equal to 60%, and this will become 20% square, that is 4% into 2, that is 8. So this will be 68. Again, not allowed. Then let's try the other integer option. 3 into 25 will give you 75%, and square of 25% into 2 will give you 12.5%. So 75 plus 12.5%, 87.5%. I'll go with this. So at this point, 22 minutes are done, and I have solved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 questions. So that is 33 marks that you could have scored in just 22 minutes. I don't want to go even to 25, 33 marks. It gets me what I really wanted. We still have 3 minutes left if you want. Let's revisit one of the questions that we marked for later on. I think I'll go with this. This will be X, Y, Z. Okay, I don't need to do the nomenclature. We need to find the area of XYZ. Area of XYZ is 1/4 area of this, which is going to be 1/4 the area of this. So area of XYZ will be 1/16 of the total area. Total area is 1440 divided by 16. This will give me 90. 90 is my answer. One more question done. 2 minutes left. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do one more question. Number of distinct real values of x satisfying the equation max x by 2 minus min x by 2. I don't want to do this in 2 minutes. I think this we can do. Okay. 36. Okay, this is 6. This is 6. If we can find this angle, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I need to find basically the length AC. For this, I need this angle. I can then get this length. So 2 into, so n minus 2 into 180 degree. That's the sum of all the angles. There are 8 angles here. So this will be your 8 minus 2 into 180 divided by 8. This will be your total number of angles. This will be basically your measure of one angle. 6 into 180 divided by 8, 3, 4, 45, 120, 135 degree. This will be the length of this. So AC square will be 6 square plus 6 square minus 2 into 6 square into cos 135, which will be minus 1 by root. So this will be 36 plus 36, 72 minus, actually this will become plus root 2, 36 root 2. So your answer will become option 2. I have just crossed the 25 limit. So this is also done. So we did 13 questions in 25 minutes. That is 39 marks in just 25 minutes. And that is, what we teach our students here, how to, maximize your score in the first 20-25 minutes. And if you are able to get 39 marks in the first 25 minutes, essentially means you are crossing 99.5 percentile in quant by a very huge margin. So if you want to do this, if you want to learn this, you should join our booster. We're starting with our first batch in the next week.